And we are live. Hello, welcome to Reading and Reading the News, episode number 114, I think it is. Yes, I was right. How amazing is that? Anytime I have Honey Monster, boy, me, I'm not late. Well, technically you were 1 minute late, but then so was I, so can't really do much. Yeah. On to news. Discord wants to be nice to the hello RVA and TC. Hello TC. Oh, hello Crappy.
Hey, Crappy.
Oh, let's fucking share the screen. Well, yep. Pub will pay for your headstone if you die taking on the 12,000 calorie burger challenge.
The what challenge?
12,000 calorie burger challenge.
Have fun with that.
A pub has created a man versus food style challenge for burger lovers. Would you dare take it on? I mean, it looks nice, but
Jesus.
I feel like you would either be sick eating that or you would die from a heart attack.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of this place out in Las Vegas.
The George Pub and Grill in County Durham has recently opened its doors following a fire earlier this year. Fuck's sake, that's ridiculous, yes it is. And the business is back with a bang, launching a new burger challenge for customers called the Big Ben number 10. And the £28.95 dish features a stack of 10 burgers smothered in cheese to make things even meatier. Eats lettuce topped with bacon.
That looks it looks outstanding. I would never eat it, but it looks good.
I'd eat a smaller version of it. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't eat it. Like if it was just 1 or 2 burgers instead of 10. There's also a side of chips because what's a burger without chips? And you have Line Girl, I know it says fries, but
Yeah.
they're called chips.
Fries. Semantics.
Well, at least
10 burgers.
at least this one particular burger is relatively low in carbs as compared to the rest of it. But okay.
Yeah, because there's only like 1 burger. And I don't see the point of why they even do that. Because like nobody's gonna be able to eat that like that. The whole thing weighs a massive 1.5 kilograms and contains around 12,000 calories, 5 times more than the recommended daily intake.
Oh no! In there that Vietnamese. I think. I was gonna say, isn't there this guy? I think he was like the Vietnamese or something named Kobayashi that has like a world record now for eating like 40 some hot dogs. He's skinny as a rail.
Yeah, most competitive eaters are. Yeah, please no singing. Well, if I get paid to sing, I'm gonna have to sing, don't I? Them's are the rules. Who's Japanese? Oh, the guy who eats all the hot dogs.
Yeah.
If it didn't sound crazy enough, you could also sponsor a little more cans to add more bacon and cheese to the challenge. Well, why the fucking hell would you do
that? Because more bacon is good.
Yeah, more bacon when you already have 10 burgers. You think
you've got people like me. I'll sit and buy that burger and sit and nibble on the. I'll sit and buy that burger once, and nibble on it for a week and a half.
Yeah. It was like a family thing. We could buy like the family that can see like, like a thing for the family. They had like 10 burgers, and I could understand that. But so one person, hello, Orange Killer. And Mission Misanthropics is 6.
Well, there's this one. It reminds me of this burger. There's one with place in Las Vegas. It's something like if you weigh 300, if you weigh 350 pounds or more, whatever you eat's free. It's like Dr. Coronaries or something.
I think I've heard of that place. I think it's called the Heart Attack Grill or something. Orange Killer, don't offer steak for sales. We'll probably take you. Steaks and burgers, yeah. And Cryptics was buffaloed. And if it didn't sound crazy enough, you also need to watch a little more cast to add bacon and cheese to the challenge. If you're thinking the feast sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen, you'd be right. And the pubs on Craig aren't even advises people to eat it at their own risk. What's more, he's pledged to pay compensation up to £500 of his own money towards a headstone. For anyone who, if anyone should happen to die while attempting the Big Z number 10. Sounds like a party, yes it does. Oh, we need a drink now. He says this burger is absolutely stacked high with juicy meat from top to bottom. And there's green fun there, hello green fun there.
Still looks outstanding.
60 ounces of beef topped with so much cheese and 25 bacon rashers. Somebody say drink some for y'all. If people want, they can add a feather dolls of liquid cheese to over the whole dish. Which, by the way, makes it even tastier and even more unhealthy. This burger will go down as bragging rights for friends, as I can see Big E is going for our Big Ben number 2. You think of a name like McDonald's, it was a Scottish thing, Burger's Eye.
Well, it looks like a Wendy's. It looks like a Wendy's hamburger, so on crack.
For my 12,000 calories, the meal comes with a warning. Eat at your own risk. Yeah, it does look great,
It's
though.
so tall, it's not even stable to stand up on its own.
Have you tried that new Burger King veggie burger?
Hell no.
No.
Me either.
No. Recently, they put
12,000
out
calories,
things saying
not
there's all
10,000.
kinds of chemicals that make it yuck.
I haven't tried it, but I haven't been to Burger King in years. So. Can you remember the last time I went to Burger King?
Yep. I'll be right back.
Okay. Credit to VR, Kyle Gibson had already taken on the Extreme Challenge and was said to have polished off the entire thing in just 21 minutes and 56 seconds. You expect a big fat fucker. This guy's not even fat, he's normal.
Not anymore, you ain't.
Probably not. I mean, I can't imagine his cholesterol's normal after all that, but
God, imagine being his girlfriend, having to sleep in bed with him that night with all that meat. Oof.
yep. Yeah, imagine the shit he must have had to take afterwards, though.
Yeah.
But it's not make something, nothing to dox myself here. I'm going to dox myself here. What are my surnames? Meat sweat and Friedrich cholesterol. Carl Gibson. I'd already taken on the two. Speaking afterwards, he said the burger was the best he'd ever tasted. It was so small, so full of flavor, and filled a small hole, he added. Overall, it's a quality burger. Filled a small hole.
Hello.
Let's go.
What's up, everyone?
Not much. Big
Yeah.
news, obviously.
So that burger was 12,000 calories.
Yeah, I see. I don't know if that includes the chips as well, but I assume it does.
That's like 4 or 5 days worth of food for me then. Jesus Christ.
Well, that is like 5 times what the average person is supposed to eat a day. So yeah.
Yeah.
His girlfriend would be so jealous about the fact he could fit more meat in his mouth than her.
Oh Jesus. I mean, I'm sure I would have. I'm sure I could have eaten that at one point in my life. Not anymore, though. Fuck that. I'd probably die halfway through it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to eat that. I don't think it is 3,000. I think it's 2,500 for the average person around that mark.
Oh no.
RDA for the RDA from the FDA in the US is 2,000 a day.
Yeah, so that'd be 6 days worth.
Yep.
Yeah, it's. I don't think I would, to be honest. Okay, moving on. Do. On. Okay, one load. Muslim man discovers Pret sandwich he'd been eating for 12 years is not halal.
Whoops.
Khalid Kadir.
Oops. Hope it's well, Ahmed. I hope it's gonna be worth it. An eternity in hell.
Khalid Kadir issued a complaint to Pret a Manger after noticing his favorite tuna baguette sandwich contained white wine vinegar.
Haha.
Well, these things happen.
Yep, you should have looked at the ingredients first.
Yeah. A Muslim man had discovered the Pret a Manger sandwich he'd been eating for 12 years is not halal.
That's gonna be a hell of a jihad to get him back in Allah's good book for that.
Yeah, I have a high metabolism, so I have a hard time gaining weight. So I was told for me to make minimum 3,000. I wish I had that problem. That's a problem I wish I have.
Shit, I used to eat like 5,000 calories a day.
Yeah, were you fat or were you skinny though?
I was skinny then.
Yeah.
Then I got fat and lazy.
I think the highest I ever did was 4,000 in a day, and I only did that for about 6 months when I was trying to bulk up for a competition.
Yeah, that was when I was really bit. That was when I did like powerlifting and stuff, and it's like that was when I was like bulking up and shit.
Yeah.
Then I stopped doing that because goddamn, that's hard on the joints.
Khalid Kadir, who works as a tax advisor in London, is a frequent customer of the food chain. I would always ask for his signature tuna baguette sandwich. However, he was shocked to find the sandwich contained white wine vinegar after noticing the ingredient listed on a printed label. Well, maybe we could have checked that. I mean, I feel like 12 years
Has
maybe
it-
I take the fucking.
Has the alcohol been burned out of it? If
I
the
don't know.
alcohol's been if the alcohol's been cooked out of if the alcohol's been cooked out of it, you're fine, dude.
I don't know, I assume the fact there was alcohol in it at one point, I guess, counts against it. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean,
Aren't they bacon fed tuna? Like you get corn fed chicken. Hello, interesting. This almost as if meat is the same. It's the same whether it had release last or not. Green Fun is backstage. Probably is. I don't think I can let him in because I'm not can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're good.
Yeah. Also, from what I hear, if they don't know that it's not kosher, they're fine.
Kosher is Jews. Halal is Muslims.
Same thing.
Probably.
yeah, tell that to them.
I
I'm
mean,
not about to disavow that one.
I love how you say Muslim.
Well, the
Same
thing,
thing.
and yeah, you wouldn't disavow, and you didn't disavow what I said.
well, the big irony in the big irony in that is the rules as far as which animals they can and cannot eat.
Aren't they basically the same?
Well, it's virtually the same and virtually for the same reasons. And the big irony is Christians actually have those same. Christians have the same rules. They just never follow it.
White wine vinegar is not considered halal in Islam, despite that the ingredient is also not listed on fridge labels in stores. Oh well.
Whoops.
Also, the meat differs about how they were slaughtered.
It's slipped literally by the fucking throat, isn't it?
Yeah, but when it comes to white wine vinegar, I mean, exactly how do you slaughter the plant that it's made out of?
No,
Well,
I'm
I
saying
don't know.
is-
I'm just saying the difference between halal and fucking kosher is how the animal is slaughtered.
I'm saying the
I
fact that the fact that I
don't
had
like how-
wine the fact that I had wine at some point, I should suggest means that it would make it a ram for them anyway.
Yeah.
I believe it's because they're forbidden alcohol.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
as
So what I'm saying
And
is,
as a Muslim would say, the fact that the alcohol was there to begin with is enough to break the rules because, as they say,
that's what I was
one
thinking.
drop of piss in a bucket of milk ruins the whole bucket of milk.
No, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Press come under fire in recent months over the death of 2 customers who suffered an allergic reaction from consuming the restaurant's food. They have since placed new labels containing a full list of ingredients on all their food. Mr. Kadir is slammed for failing to mention his white wine. When they mentioned white wine vinegar as a listed ingredient until now.
Well, hey, you know what sucks to be you. Joe could find a better religion.
Disavow.
Me personally, I kind of got away from Mormonism. They don't allow you to have coffee. Freaking
You can't have soda pop. In Mormons, you can't have soda pop either.
They don't allow nicotine either.
They don't
Yeah,
allow
they're all
anything that
bullshit.
can change your body chemistry or especially your mind's chemistry.
Fuck.
Anything
no
that
shit.
can change your mood. To be blunt and honest, you know, a woman when she's on her period, you know, she really wants that piece of chocolate, and they get that piece of chocolate. That's it. All is fine with the world. Technically, considering that chocolate makes you feel so much better, can't have it.
Which would technically
Basically-
mean I can't do my
basically-
meds because without them, I'm agitated.
Basically, Mormonism will just ban everything that's fun, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Kadir said, white wine vinegar is like a nut allergy for many Muslims, as they have a zero tolerance policy towards it. No, it's not.
Oh, no, because if you have a nut, because if you
you're
have a
not
nut,
allergy, you can literally fucking die from that. So no, fuck
yeah,
off.
that's what I was going to say. Yeah, if you have a nut, if you have like a severe, if you have like a food allergy or something, that shit can literally kill you. What's it gonna? Oh, you're gonna have. Oh no, a drop of wine might have come into contact with an ingredient in your food. It's not like it's gonna make a difference anyway.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
like
but
it,
yeah,
one
It's not
boy.
like it's gonna make a difference anyway because either way, at the end of your life, you're gonna be burning in hell. So
Well, they don't know that. They think that they're gonna get whatever reward they get. So if you actually believe that, then
Then
you
they,
put any alcohol near their food keeps them from that, and thusly them's fighting word.
Yes, I should
yeah.
learn to not do delicate things at this time of day. I know.
No,
yeah,
the worst part. The worst part is. I'll tell you the most amusing thing though. And Crappy Slayer can back me up on this one. Seeing a Muslim man take on a slab of pork ribs. That is funny and awesome at the same
Mormons
time.
scare me. Yeah. 8-year-old me came to the conclusion that I didn't want to be limited in food I was allowed to eat due to religion. My views have since become more refined since then.
Oh yeah, by the way, to teaching interestingness and when it says Mormons scare you, that's actually a good thing because if
Moomins scare him. Moomins are a different thing. Moomins used to be a fucking kid's cartoon.
whatever. But whatever. Oh, and TC says morons. Wow, I need better glasses. Yeah, arms killer. If they sin in Islam, the good old truck of peace makes it all better.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, the opinions expressed on the opinionated discussed on this channel do not necessarily reflect that of the Pumpkin Trucker. Thank you.
Well, we haven't had that in a while.
Anyway, he told Metro.co.uk, being a Muslim, I cannot consume anything with alcohol. And there's probably thousands of Muslims who buy products from Pret. Well, they're still going to live at the end of the day, you know.
Yeah, well,
That's
Not
your
unless you
fucking
believe in
severe
an
reaction. What?
Not if you believe in an afterlife, and if you boast that there has been alcohol near your food, technically that is something that can get you executed in some families. So yes, it actually could hurt you.
Yeah,
In the grand scheme of things, it's not going to hurt the guy, is it?
That.
Well, I mean, either way, it's going to be one. It's going to require one hell of a jihad for this guy to get back into all his good book.
Because this guy didn't know it was there, though. So
Yeah, but your line of thinking was it's not going to hurt him. But if he bragged about it, yeah, it would. Or if people found out, yes, it could. Again, their motto is one drop of piss in a bucket of milk makes the whole bucket of milk absolutely just wasted. And that bucket of milk is their honor, their respect, their lineage, and their religion.
I slip chocolate liquors to Muslims whenever possible. And they sit in Islam, the good old truck makes it all better. Yeah. As most know, some Muslims drink alcohol and the rest. Well, not very good Muslims, then, are they?
Yeah, I think yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because they're raised to believe in an afterlife, and it's very real and it's very scary.
I mean, you see, some Muslims drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Some Muslims drink alcohol. Some eat bacon. Some eat pork. It's a difference between which tribe of Muslims you're in.
Yep.
I mean, it's the difference between Sunni and Shia, and those aren't the only two tribes when it comes to it.
Yeah, no, there's like 12. There's like 12 different tribes of Islam.
Right, some of them are hippie as hell too.
Some are way more extreme than others.
Yeah, which is weird. Seeing as they're supposed to like abstain from vices and shit, those motherfuckers smoke like some freight trains.
I keep asking for smokes and never get them.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, no. Across the pond, it's like you'll see like 8-year-olds fucking chain smoking.
I've never seen that in my life.
I'm not talking about your across the pond. I'm talking about their across the pond.
There was a big surge over in it was like Turkey or India a couple months ago where they were showing videos of kids just chain smoking them. They were lighting one cigarette with the cigarette they're getting ready to put out and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking like usually when American refers to say across the pond, they're usually talking about over here. So
yeah, I'm talking about not your across the pond, the other across the pond, Sandyland.
Yeah. And the rest, but there's a certain percentage that will have the what the fuck moment here. Yeah, I've worked in the city for the last 12 years as a tax advisor and we've never bought the product that I know. Mr. Kadir complained to his local Pret store and And in this case, later isolated to, then escalated to Pret CEO Clive Jehiel. In an email by Metro.co.uk, the CEO said his technicians have been calculating the alcohol content of the white wine, vinegar, and the tuna meal together. It's probably fucking
Yeah,
1% alcohol in it.
yeah. No, it's like I've got a thing, and I would go get my thing of red wine vinegar that I have in my kitchen, but that's too far to walk, and by the time I come back with it, will have changed the subject. But it's like the alcohol content in that is virtually negligible. It's basically non-existent in it.
But then again, just like what Blind Girl said, the fact there was alcohol in it, it's the whole thing ruined to a Muslim.
Mm-hmm. And if you really do believe in the wrath of Allah, you might be a little worried about that.
Hey, you know what? If a deity whose prophet, if it was a pedophile warlord, hates me, you know what?
Oh, fucking hell. You look at putting time out,
Listen, the truth is hard to swallow sometimes.
Yeah, but you also get arrested for saying the fucking truth, so it's waste.
I don't.
So their deity's cock.
Do you want to be the first person to get put in time out on this stream? That's a new rule I've implemented now. That's a new rule I've implemented now. You misbehave on the stream, you get put into timeout. Which means you just get put backstage for a little while until I bring you back in.
Ouch.
Is that true interestingness that Muslims can drink alcohol, but only a certain type made from a certain plant?
Yeah, citation needed on that one.
Well, the thing is, I mean, it's in the same sense. The Jews can, like one kind of wine they can drink or something.
I don't mind what salads are allowed, but not my meat. Usually, I would never have a salad that contains much less than even a trace, and it's certainly well below the labeling threshold. By the way of comparison, there's much less alcohol than you would find in most orange juices.
Yeah, it's like I said. Yeah, the amount of alcohol in that is basically negligible. Is basically non-existent.
I assume there's plenty of fucking Muslims that drink orange juice, so
Yeah. So looks like none of them get to go to heaven.
or the fuck what is the Muslim version of heaven anyway?
Paradise, same thing, really. Rivers of honey and 72 virgins, which is probably just going to be the people who work at the Apple store and make your computer work.
I don't know. I would have been more tempted to say the 72 virgins are like the dude who works at the comic book store from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah, although they can't be men though because of their men and there's other men. That'd be sinful, wouldn't it? So
that's their problem.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
sodomy is also illegal in their culture, so
Don't they fuck little boys, or is that
Yes.
the other religion?
No.
that's the Catholics.
No, that.
No, that too.
No. The Muslims fuck little boys too.
Hey, disavow fucking hell, man.
You
Oh.
asked.
The best part is Obama told the soldiers not to do anything about it.
Yep. Yeah. Man Love Thursday is a thing over there.
Oh fucking hell, man! It just no. Streamlabs.com / opinionated Scotsman to pay for my bailout. I feel like I'll need it.
And it's streamlabs.com / Mr. Misanthropic to get me to say more stuff that he's gonna have that he might get arrested for.
Do that, you're getting put in time out. Even if there's only 72, I doubt there are versions anymore if they have to reuse them.
I'm not sure if that's how it works. Well, in Norse mythology, the Valkyries were always reborn as virgins every day. Where the fuck is my phone?
Well, I guess technically the hymen would grow back, which would make him a virgin. And I don't know.
And on that note, I'll be right back.
All right. I think the later met the CEO in person in one of his stores in London that felt he had concerns. His concern has been dismissed. He said, our tolerance to alcohol is nil. There's no margin here. It feels like my responsibility to check the ingredients on the website. To some extent, but to a great extent, he should take responsibility that his Muslim customers have been consuming alcohol. Yeah, but the orange juice also has alcohol in it. You don't complain about that, do you? I'm gonna assume you've also drunk fucking orange juice at some point in your life. A lot of Muslims have anyway, so yeah. But it's 1% or 0.1% that is zero tolerance, just like a nut allergy. No, it's not. Many people with allergies have zero tolerance, and likewise with stomach symptoms, they can be pretty upset and devastated if they knew. A press spokesperson said their sandwiches have been labeled as halal certified. They said, "Well, we're very sorry, Mr. Kudir. He feels he was misled, and the food and drink sold at Pret has never been labeled as halal certified, and we have never made any halal products." We always encourage anyone with specific dietary needs to speak to a team member to visit our website whether a product is suitable for them. It's not even like it's a fucking dietary need. It's his own fucking choice. He has a diet like that.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I'm going to look up the hymen and actually regrow. No idea.
Well, it does in heaven, hopefully. Otherwise, you use them once and they ain't virgins no more.
I know this is pretty old, but I heard about it earlier and I thought I have to talk about this. Because it's fucking beyond ridiculous. Dora the Explorer reviewer criticized for complaining about the movie's lack of sexuality.
Oh, fuck off!
What?
Fuck
Yep.
off!
Yep.
It's a 5-year-old girl. There's no sexuality should even be remotely within 500 miles of the movie.
It's a children's movie! Based off of a children's TV show! Starring children!
Yep. A critic for the Hollywood Reporter is bummed that the movie is based on a cartoon for toddlers. Lack sexuality. Oh, go fuck yourself, you fucking cunt.
Jada Gas.
Here's a quick PSA. Stop trying to fuck children. It's just not right.
I'm trying to push sexuality on children and
That
trying to
too.
push that shit into children's movies and TV shows and shit. You sick degenerate fucks.
Do they want the damn Swifer Fox to fuck Dora right on screen?
Do not give them ideas.
Yeah, we don't want
They probably want Dora to burst out into song and sing "It's Okay to Be Gay."
probably. Now you just got the fucking queer kids off my song in my head now. Thank you. Very much for that.
I never watched Great Kid stuff. Thank God.
I've only ever watched Drunkle's videos on it, but I've got the song in my head now.
I try to stay as far away from that whatever creator host that is possible.
Yeah, the new movie Dora and the Lost City follows the young bilingual Indiana Jones as a 16-year-old rather than a 10-year-old, and critic Todd McCarthy, which was based on Euphoria and not, Dora the Explorer. McCarthy called the children's movie For Children, a story about hormonal teens aimed at little kids, and seemed to wish that it had sexual tension in addition to a talking monkey. What the fuck?
What in the front flipping fuck?
I was wrong. They wanted to fuck the monkey.
They want furries. Yay! It's
So
okay to be gay with furries.
children furries? What the bestiality? What the fuck?
Is there an option of not living on this planet but still not committing suicide? Can I travel to Mars or
Suicide.
something?
Yeah,
No, I
wish
don't want to
could.
commit suicide.
Yeah,
I
Green
also
Thunder,
don't want to live
Green Thunder, I would if I could travel to Mars or something. Even that's too close.
Elon, you need to really speed up the whole occupying Mars thing.
Interesting issue to fucking Welsh, but I'm not surprised you're saying there's nothing wrong with bestiality.
Yep, yeet the yiff. Yiff and hell, fur fags.
There are.
The only funny we like is Phantom, that's it. Phantom
I am fine with furries as long as they're not pushing it like the crazy furries. Like always, there's those crazy assholes in the group.
Like Kiro.
After running through the completely bonkers plot, McCarthy turned to the actress Mature Vive, Elizabeth Moore, and who plays daughter is 18, and her co-star Jeff Wahlberg is 19. So why aren't they boning? Because it's a fucking kids' film.
Because the characters are 6.
You know, it says they're playing older. It says they're playing older people in the fucking film, so I think they're 16 or something. But even then, it's a fucking kids' film, for fuck's sake.
And either way, if they were 16, they're still underage.
They're not over here. They're not. No.
Well, in the U.S., they're still underage, which oh god.
Even still, it's a fucking kids' film.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that McCarthy is trying to keep his hormones at bay, his talk of sexuality throbbing back, unknowns beneath the surface. Most kids maybe project a pre-sexualized version of you, for that would be obviously. I'd expect them to. Films that are into teenagers will imply is they'll have sex, they'll have some sex stuff, and that's fine because that's older. But they're fucking. If it's films aimed at kids under 12, they should have no sexual stuff in it at all.
There should be absolutely zero sexuality involved anywhere in it.
No. Neither it's seen as they're intended for pre-sexualized youth audiences.
You know, maybe she wanted a realistic touch where the monkey probably humps everything. I mean, that, you know.
Actually, it'd be more likely the monkey would just masturbate and throw its shit at everyone.
It's a fucking kids' film.
Well, then it should be realistic so children know what monkeys are actually like.
They can watch a TV show about monkeys.
Watch fucking National Geographic.
Yeah. Go to the zoo or something.
Damn nature, you scary.
I'll go to the zoo or something.
Yeah, go to the zoo. That way you get to, you can watch, then you can see, exactly. I saw a monkey smoke a cigarette at the zoo once. It was awesome.
Yeah, if he was being ripped apart on Twitter, I know not in a sexual way, you perv. Yeah, stop trying to fucking sexualize kids' films, for fuck's sake.
Maybe they just wanted them to be like mammals. Yeah, because they ain't nothing but mammals, man. So, you know.
Well, some of us cannibals would cut other people open like cantaloupes. But if
hey,
we
you
can
just
hump
my
animals,
song reference and turn it into something it was, you dick.
but if we can hump to animals and antelopes, then there's no reason why a man and another man can't elope.
Right.
You really can't feel like I take on it, though.
Women wave your pantyhose, sing the chorus, and it goes. Have we reached peak whiteness? Are you other Slim Shadys are just imitating? So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up.
Shut up.
Please stand up.
Shut up.
All right, so now that we've reached peak whiteness on here.
My joke was better.
No, because because you did the weird nothing but mammals, and I just took it and ran with it.
It was a song.
Marshall
so
Mathers,
was mine.
sit the fuck down.
Mine was more relevant.
Mine was better though.
Well, you took the song and then carried on the song. You carried on the
No,
song.
see, it was already a song. You know, you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals.
Well, some of us.
Don't remember the rest of that?
I'm not going through all that again.
Come on, go finish it. Come on, Trucker, you know what I'm referencing.
You and me, baby, are nothing but mammals, so maybe we should do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
There we go. Thanks, Doreen.
Oh,
Yeah,
Also, I gotta be right back.
that's a song.
Yeah, I've heard that song. Yeah.
It's called The Bad Touch.
Well, mine was better.
Mine is more relevant and dirty.
Now you got that song in my head now. Thank you very much again.
Mhm.
Although-
Vulcanize the whoopee stick in the ham wallet.
Anyway, I'm sorry about alcohol because I can't.
Well, don't worry, I got you, Scotty.
Is that what National Geographic is for? Don't go to the zoo. The animals are not in natural habitat. If you see gorillas that vomit, I think that's a sign of extreme stress.
Oh, Bloodhound Gang. Oh, I love the Bloodhound Gang.
Thank you.
Yes,
It's
the
called the
lap
Bad
dance
Boy.
is so much better when the stripper is crying.
Anyway, it's no more singing. Pub Slam for Britain's earliest happy hour with £1.70 pints from 9 a.m. from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Not. Round of applause. Round of applause. These guys are the true heroes right here.
Yeah, it's as good a time as any to start drinking. It's never too early to start drinking.
I agree.
And so we answer your question there, Skiller. Uptown bar in Great Yarmouth will regularly serve pints as low as £1.70 starting from 9 a.m. But campaign groups fear this may encourage people to drink too regularly. Well, tough shit.
It's the UK. Everyone there drinks all the time.
Yeah.
It's not really
Well-
recommended though.
No, it's not. But,
Neither is smoking.
No, there's anything fun, really. Yeah, the bar has been slammed by alcohol campaigners for offering a new happy hour. Mornings with cheap pints as low as £1.70. Uptown Bar in the seaside town of Great Yarmouth is now offering boozers half-priced drinks between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. every day of the week. So it's not just a fucking Saturday or Sunday thing, it's fucking every day.
Do they give you 50% off at the emergency room for alcohol poisoning with every beer?
No, because it's the UK and they do free healthcare, remember? NHS.
Ah.
This isn't America,
Fair
so
How about a free coupon for a free detox?
I'd say probably a better thing would be a coupon for 2-for-1 Doritos Locos Tacos.
Well, just remember, if you use that coupon for a free detox, don't take it on your wedding, or don't use that coupon on your wedding day.
Oh, I saw that.
Yep. Anyway, customers enjoy a pint of Foster's for just under for just
Ew.
£1.70 and a pint of John Smith's for £1.90.
Ew, Foster's is shit. And what the hell is John Smith's? If it's
That's
on the
weird.
same level as Foster's, it's probably equally dog shit.
I've never tried it, so I don't know. The price of the beer goes up to £2.50 for Foster's and £2.70 for John Smith's after happy hour closes, until the bar closes. Until the bar closes at 1 a.m. Post on the Post Facebook page reads: Ice Cold Foster's and John Smith's before £1.90 before 11 a.m. along with other offers. And still in Heineken alcohol free. But what the fuck's the point in going to the pub and drinking alcohol free beer?
Because you like the taste, but you don't need the after effects.
I think alcohol free beer is fucking pointless.
It is.
Yeah.
No,
Like-
nobody actually likes the taste of beer.
Yeah.
We like the way it makes us feel.
Yeah. Like I would rather just drink like a fucking can of Iron Brew or Coke or something instead of.
I don't know, mister. I drink to forget how I feel.
Yeah, well, I mean, you treat outside wounds with rubbing alcohol. You treat inside wounds with drinking alcohol. When you take a shot, when you feel that burn when you take a shot, that's your soul healing.
Yeah, but Elwin, is that nightclubs? Is that nightclubs as well, or is that just pubs in general in Canada?
For what?
Is last call like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m.? Is last call like 2 a.m. for pubs in general, or is it just like are nightclubs included in that?
I actually don't know because I haven't really been to a nightclub.
In the states, it's basically it's like 2 a.m. across the board. At least where I
Well,
live.
it's a state by state thing,
Yeah.
or it's actually a state by state thing. They can do something different, but but generally, it's the last call itself. It usually happens between 1:30 and 2. and because they can't serve after 2.
Oh, it's nightclubs.
Yeah,
pubs
something
2 a.m.
similar in Canada.
Oh, so it's nightclubs and pubs. Okay, no. Over here, it's usually 1 a.m. for pubs, and then like 3 or 4 a.m. for nightclubs.
Mhm.
So what nightclubs is though, you have to pay to get in the nightclub, and you have to then pay for drinks afterwards.
Yep.
Well, a
Well,
lot
yeah.
Well, someone has to pay for all the strobe lights and shit.
Like nightclubs
And
fucking
DJ.
suck.
Well, nightclubs. The nightclubs I went to when I was younger, they would actually stay open until 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, but they couldn't serve alcohol after 2.
What's the point in that then?
Dancing?
Because
Just
alcohol.
you come down from you sober up enough to drive home, and and come down from all the ecstasy you're on.
Pretty much.
Fuck that.
Sober up and come down. That's basically what
Because
that
it usually means you get a
3 hours is
hangover early. Fuck that. You just go to bed. You just go to bed completely fucked because then you sleep easier.
and then you just
Yeah,
wake
more
up
than 2
hungry.
hours. Yeah, double happy hour. Yeah. I'm not sure about strip clubs. I think it may be later. And
To answer-
goes in.
To answer Elwin in the chat about strip clubs, over here, strip clubs usually close at the same time, like 2 a.m.
Oh
That's
god,
Yeah,
strip,
I
Don't ever
believe
go
strip
to-
clubs are approximately the same.
Yeah,
down
because
here strip clubs have gotten boring.
yeah,
Don't
because
ever go to a fucking nightclub because they're fucking terrible. Those are what they say.
yeah, because I mean, who's gonna be who goes to a strip club if you're not hammered and staying hammered?
Beer garden is always going to be a hot one. See. Videos on the Forest Facebook page show punters dancing and falling over as they enjoy half-price beers. That favorite event is slammed by alcohol campaign groups who argue the morning booze fests do more harm than good.
Oh, fuck off! Go clutch your pearls somewhere else. Quit stepping on our fun.
I bet you people are fucking fun at parties.
Oh yeah, they must be bigger buzzkill than Buzz Killington.
Hello, James Rudy. Happy birthday. Hope you've had a good day.
Happy birthday, James.
John Smith is shite ale. Newcastle Brown Ale is evil. I've never tried either of them. A spokeswoman for campaigning for charity Alcohol Change UK said short-term price job. This encourages people to drink more. Drink too much at any time of the day. Well, learn to handle your alcohol.
There's nothing wrong with having a couple beers for lunch. There's nothing wrong with having a couple beers during lunch.
No, he went to Oxford.
Well, unless you have to operate a forklift, but yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, as long as you're
Or
driving,
or if your job involves operating any kind of vessel in general.
Or your job has any kind of importance on anybody in the general public ever.
Big ear is breakfast, beer and best on an empty stomach. Spokesperson for charity Change Alcohol UK says that broadly speaking, the cheaper alcohol is more. The more alcohol harm we see. That's why the Scottish and Welsh governments are acting to address this with minimum alcohol price measures. Well, it's because Scotland and Wales aren't fun. It's time that the whole UK to do so. No, if I was you, England and Northern Ireland, I wouldn't fucking do it. Don't. In 2017, there have been over 7,000 alcohol-related deaths, according to charity chain Alcohol Change UK. The Department for Health and Social Care estimated in July that the NHS spends $3.5 billion a year on alcohol-related problems. The overall budget is £129 billion. Meanwhile, hospital admissions for alcohol-related cancers have increased by 22% in the last 10 years. Don Titteringtons. How fucking English a name can you get? Don Titterington. The fuck? Son Matthew Stevens, fuck knows, died of alcoholism in 2012 at age just 29. Don 58 has branded alcohol as one of their Early morning happy hour at the Great Yarmouth Booze are disgusting. She said, if you can't smoke in a pub, why should you be able to buy a pub pint at 9 a.m.? Well, I think you should be able to smoke in a pub.
Yeah, you should be able to smoke in pubs.
Yeah, so you don't fucking...
Yeah, exactly. If you
I
can't...
don't actually agree with that.
What?
I don't actually agree.
Yeah, but I don't think you should be telling people whether or not they can smoke in their own fucking building. I feel like it's up to the owner to decide that.
No.
It should be up to the owner of the building as to whether or not they want to allow people to smoke inside.
Are you talking about a pub or an apartment building?
Pub.
Either one.
No, because the problem is that smoking causes an adverse health side effect. So just because you own the goddamn thing doesn't mean you should be allowed to subject other people to your cigarettes. It's one thing to say I can wear what I want, I can say what I want, but when you're directly affecting somebody else's health and possible lifespan, your freedom ends where mine begins.
Well then do what it used to be like in restaurant stuff, where you had a smoking section. Half of the restaurant.
Please, fuck's sake.
The same building.
I can't speak my own fucking steam anymore. Hey, what was I say?
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'll stop talking for you so you can feel better.
No, it's just I tried to speak and just like got interrupted again and again. Rather annoying. Anyway. Right, what I say is you then you also have the freedom to go somewhere else.
Not if you work there.
But then you also have the freedom to find another job.
What if there are no other jobs? What if they're taken up by all the goddamn immigrants?
Start your own business.
Well, then your country should limit how many immigrants come in, then, shouldn't they?
Start a business.
Not your fault, though.
Start your own business.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's going to take a while. What if you don't have the financial ability to do so? You shouldn't be pushed out of your place of work because somebody wants to give you cancer. Oh, yeah, Scotty? Really? You mean people with terrible credit? Yeah?
Well, that most of the time, that's their own problem for fucking up their own credit, isn't it?
Not always.
Blind girl
That's
question.
why I said most of the time.
Blind girl question. Did you take that job when it was smoking?
Wait, what?
Did you hire on to that job knowing that the building was a smoke building?
Depends.
No. It's yes or no question.
If it's
Was the building a smoking question? I mean, was it a smoking building when you took the job?
Well, that depends on the context, doesn't it?
Is if it's a building where smoking is allowed and you take the job there, then
well, there's two problems with that line of questioning.
You don't really get to complain that
you see, there's two problems with that line of questioning, and I'll give you two very plain examples. The first example is if it's a change owners. So you're a bartender there. You've always wanted to be a bartender. You even went to college for your flair bartending license. And they've decided that bars are allowed to have smoking again, and then your bar changes owners. Or everybody's just allowed to smoke in there now. So what do? You went to college for your flair bartending license, knowing that bars are smoke-free, and now change back. Or change donors. Or change circumstances.
You get loaded up when your own bar up. And say no one's allowed to smoke in here.
Or is it a condition of your employment that bar is smoking?
I don't think so, because since the laws say you can't, if the laws were to change right now, it wouldn't be a part of your employment that it's smoking.
If an owner hires you and you go in knowing that bar could change to a smoking bar, then you hired on knowing that. And
but in the present time, that's not a thing.
Yeah, but y'all are all throwing out hypothetical situations. I am too.
Yeah, but at the same time, again, you shouldn't be able to take up a basic profession because smoking.
The previous
a lot of these jobs cater to people that have low skills. So it's like you're somebody like me that's a high school dropout. You need a job because you got a kid. A lot of these low skilled jobs, they're not exactly always hiring all the time. And if there's smoking environments, now you've just cut off a huge sector of the pool of resumes you could have been handing out.
Yeah, but if you're in a pub, if you work in a pub or a club or whatever, you know full well you're gonna walk past people smoking when you leave or when you go to work with a job anywhere.
That's right.
That's why I said it now cuts off jobs that you would be able to work because you don't want to get cancer from
So would
secondhand smoke.
would you also ban smoking in the street then? Because if you think you should be able to smoke because in case like someone doesn't like you or whatever.
No,
Right.
open air outdoors is completely different from four walls and a door inside. You know this.
Depends on the ventilation.
Yep.
Exactly. Outside versus inside.
No,
Outside, you
inside.
can walk away.
Ventilation is not outside. I'm talking about inside of a building ventilation.
What happens if there's like say you're in like a block of flats or like apartment you would call them, right? And there's like someone and there's people like who live in like a certain flat apartment or whatever, like and they're all heavy smokers, and you can smell the smoke coming from their own house. But that also
Okay.
falls that then.
What if it's in a well, yeah?
If
What
it's
if it's
a
in
house, no.
what
If
if
it's an apartment building, yes. Which is why you're not allowed to smoke.
What
in
happens
apartment
if they bought that
buildings.
apartment? What happens if they bought that themselves? Though, so they all clubbed together and bought it for themselves, and it's their building. It's technically that property then belongs to them.
Okay, yeah, but
Well, then
we're
that'd be fine.
we're shifting to whataboutisms, and we're talking about a pub. So drop your whataboutisms and deal with the pub.
I'm just applying it to other situations. That's what I'm doing.
Exactly. Ignore the what about other situations. We're talking about the pub.
Maybe I think you should be consistent on like other situations though.
I'm talking about places of employment, not places where you live. I'm talking about a large pool of employment because a law is not just going to say that bar, sure, that bar, nah, that bar, sure, so that you have exactly the ability of employment to a smoke-free place as you would to a smoke place. They're not going to equal that out. A
Well,
law
like I
is
say,
going to be
it's up to-
specific.
I think it should be up to the owner's discretion though.
No, because the owner shouldn't be able to decide that now you should have to put up with lung cancer. That's not something they should be allowed to do because that's inflicting on me. Your shit's now
If it,
Let me in.
intruding on me. You're intruding on my ability to work. You're intruding on me now
Well,
having to leave
no,
my
no, because
find another place to work. You're now be in that
that's
space.
because you've
And
changed
I
owners.
actually am okay with the smoking ban. You should have to fucking smoke outside so that I don't have to put up with medical complications from your shit. You are actually infringing on me. Your
if you don't like
freedom
somebody, just go somewhere else.
Can-
is infringing on
hold
mine.
on.
You're talking about a very
Hold
specific
on.
thing.
Hold on, everybody. We'll just do this nice and simply. The Canadian government has now determined that alcohol is bad for your health and therefore illegal. You're now out of a job. That's other people's health.
Yeah, but it's
Sorry
not
about your luck.
exactly.
Sorry about your luck.
It's
It hurts
not
other-
exactly
alcohol.
this.
Alcohol hurts other people's health. Sorry about your luck.
Yeah, but they'd have to prove that, and it doesn't.
It clearly it fucking does because there's several alcohol-related deaths. So yes, it does. It is hard.
Yeah, but you drinking alcohol isn't going to affect my health unless you decide to go like a dumbass and knock me out.
Tell that to the mother whose son was killed by a drunk driver.
Yeah, but that's after he leaves the pub. And technically, there's already law against that anyways.
That's right. But
Just like there's a law
alcohol
against
affected that family.
yeah, and now there's a law against it. Kind of like how smoking affects you, and there's a law against it.
Yeah. Then you have the option to find another job that anywhere or get retrained for another position.
Yeah, they're playing
Somewhere.
Why should I have to sue against you just because you don't like the idea of the owner that allows people to smoke in his own fucking building?
That's
Well,
right.
It's not that I don't
Yeah.
like it. It's I don't feel like having adverse health risks because of you.
Well,
Which
then
is-
leave the
which
fucking
is-
job and find another job. That's
Which is why,
Right.
which is why it used to be that restaurants and bars and stuff, they would have a smoking section and a non-smoking section.
Also, here's another thing as well. Like, say if it's like really cold weather, like winter,
No,
you can
we'll
go
hold
outside the
off.
cold, but also potentially affect other people's health conditions. They may get colds and stuff. So,
Hey,
Sucks
mister.
to be you, stop
Yeah.
smoking.
yeah, but then
Hey,
maybe then
mister.
by that same logic, you could then say, "Well, sucks to be you. You can find another job."
Yeah, but one of them is putting me at a financial disposition. The other one's getting you a little cold.
Not necessarily, because there could be another pub in your area looking for people. You could apply for that. They may not be smoking.
They can smoke in that pub, so I'm not going to work there either.
Yeah, but they might be a non-smoking pub.
Doubt it.
Well, you don't know that. Like I said, it's up to the owner's discretion. They may choose if people can smoke in there or not.
Doubt it.
How do you know?
Because most businesses are going to want the financial gain of allowing smokers in their building, regardless if they like it or not.
Not true. In my town, smoking in buildings is allowed at the owner's discretion. There are exactly two places that allow. There are exactly two places in this whole town that allow you to smoke inside.
Please say one of them is
one
Denny's.
is-
Over here,
Please say one of them is
banned.
Denny's.
What? No,
Please.
one of them isn't Denny's. One of them is a strip. One of them is a strip club. One of them is a pool hall. Those are the only two places that allow smokers to smoke inside.
Over here, it's completely 100% banned from any inside businesses or health places or government-run buildings.
Government-run buildings, I can understand, but if it's like someone's private property, you should be allowed to.
It should be up to the
Because
discretion of the owner.
customers have to go in there and be susceptible to adverse health risks as well as employees.
They can choose to go somewhere else if they wish, like I said.
Well, that's the thing. Over here, in the wintertime, there were no restaurants that were non-smoking.
You know, you
There were none.
don't go to a restaurant then. Fucking go to a supermarket or something and buy food there and make your own food.
Yeah,
If it's that big a problem to you.
yeah, exactly.
So your smoking should impede my ability to go to a restaurant.
It's not impeding it
Arms-
because you choose not to go there because you don't like the smoking.
It's that is slightly kind of like self-absorbed and narcissistic, but okay.
So is yours. You just say no.
I just want to point out what Arms Killer said in the chat. If a patron or employee goes into a pub that allows smoking, knowing such, it's on them, and they willfully consent to being in that building, and so therefore it's entirely up to said patron or employee as to whether or not they're going to go in there, either to work there or to spend their money there.
That, of course, only works if there are other options for non-smoking places. If it doesn't work out that way, then you've not only cut out an entire place of employment, but you've also cut out the ability to enjoy family dinners and other such things, which would restrict somebody's access to something that somebody else would have simply because they don't want to die from cancer.
Yeah, who the fuck's actually died from cancer from secondhand smoke though?
Actually, there's a lot.
One example. Citation needed on that one.
See, blind girl,
My
you're talking
grandmother.
about Canada, and you're talking to a Scotsman and 3 or 4 from the U.S. You make the Canadian argument. Let us argue our side of it because we're in different countries, different laws.
I did let you argue it.
No,
Matter of fact, that's exactly what happened. I argued, and then you argued back. That I did
When it
allow
comes to
you to
smoking in
argue.
buildings, to be
I
fair,
argued the U.S. side of it.
Probably to be fair, when it comes
Yeah.
to smoking in buildings, Canada's and Scotland's laws seem the same because we can't smoke in pubs or anything either. So
I'm not
I
even
would believe
arguing about countries. I'm arguing about the moral argument of it.
I don't believe them. I don't believe the morality should have any place in legislation.
yeah.
I believe it should in certain circumstances. Otherwise, matter of fact, morality should be in certain legislation, and this is why. Technically, before we evolved to be able to live longer, we were supposed to have children when.
Then name the legislation.
I'm just about to do that if you let me finish. Before we evolved to a longer lifespan, we were getting married and having children at what time in our lives?
Early 20s-ish.
No, actually
Romeo
earlier,
and Juliet.
12, 13.
Early to mid-teens.
Romeo and
Mhm.
Juliet were 13.
Now, why did we change that just because lifespan got bigger? Why did we change that?
Because you
Also
learn
because-
that human bodies don't develop until the age of 18.
and also because of scientific and medical ethical breakthroughs that showed us that people are not developed enough to be able to do that,
That's basically the same thing
or
I
to
said.
have knowledge, or to have
But
not-
biologically
knowledge.
we are. And we might not live to 40, so why do we care if you're not mentally able to? Biologically you are, so obviously nature intended us to have kids at 12, 13. Unless there might be a moral reason why it's a bad idea.
Yeah, but that's just pedophilia, though, isn't it? That's
You said
That's-
morality belongs in no legislation. I named you a situation where it does.
And you have yet to say what the legislation is or should be
Don't diddle kids.
when it
yeah, there's a
comes
difference
to
when diddling kids are
smoking.
like people smoke in a building, though. There's a difference.
No, I moved on to the argument of should morality enter into legislation. I left the smoking behind. And my
Yeah, and
example
I
of
asked
morality
you- and
in
I asked you to
legislation
name-
was don't diddle
And I
kids.
asked you to name the legislation that you wanted in place that says ban all smoking.
Yeah, don't give
You-
bystanders cancer because you're too selfish to not smoke outside. That would be my moral argument.
Then your argument just got thrown out because you're talking about writing a law and you just threw an emotional aspect into law. The law's now thrown out. Now try again.
Well, what are we doing? Comparing to if morality
No,
should
I'm
be in
asking. I'm asking you to.
or
I'm asking you
moral
to
law
name
for
the
smoking.
law. I'm asking you to name the law. Tell me what the law should say. The law that bans any smoking everywhere. What should it say?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I just know it exists and it's a good thing.
I'm not asking you for a citation. I'm saying, what do you think the law should say?
The law states not to smoke inside so that you don't give other people adverse side effects from your shit.
And you just put, and by that you just put virtually every restaurant in the United States out of business.
And yet it's all the restaurants up here are still in business and it's exactly that.
That's, but there's a problem. Law of unintended consequences when it comes to legislating morality. You're saying,
And why would the restaurants
illegal-
go out of business just because you can't smoke in them?
you did not say you smoke. You just said no smoking. Doesn't food smoke when
You
it
said
cooks?
I didn't have to give an exact quote. You understand what I mean. Now you are arguing semantics.
That's the way law is.
You told me I didn't need an exact citation. You baited me.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I told you you did not need the citation now that already exists that outlaws it.
But I need the exact. Oh, Jesus Christ. I said I don't know enough
No,
to
I'm
make
saying
that
what.
call.
I'm saying what.
And then I said,
What I asked you is what would your law say?
fine. You can't smoke inside in public spaces.
Yeah, what counts as the public space, though?
Businesses,
So you can still
government
smoke in your
buildings, banks, restaurants, malls, schools, public spaces, indoors.
Would parks count as well?
Smoke outside all you want.
Oh, Owen dropped a link in the chat here.
But I don't understand how that law would shut down American restaurants because it didn't shut down the Canadian ones, including our Denny's.
Because the law oh god, Denny's in the U.S. took a major hit when the states one by one actually started implementing no smoking. Trust me, go into a Denny's on a Friday night and see how many kids were in there smoking in the 80s and 90s.
Shed the fucking bowling alleys, pool halls, any fucking Waffle House, any of those kind.
Yeah, the only time I smoke is when I have sex. It's almost never. Funky animal.
Yeah,
anyway,
but I mean, businesses won't necessarily fail just because you can't smoke in them.
When they outlawed
no, but
Well,
I
they
also
actually-
don't think you tell people what they should and shouldn't do in their own fucking property, though. They own the building at the end of the day. Why should you have the right to tell them what they can and can't do just because you
This-
Because someone, if
Because you are affecting my health, and you are affecting my paycheck, and you are affecting consumer products. We'll just don't eat at a
Go somewhere
restaurant.
where you get a better paycheck.
Yeah.
It started. This started off as smoking in a bar, which should be
which is
which
what
should
I'm
be
arguing
allowed.
about.
Which should be a bar.
Smoke in a bar.
Which should be. This started off as smoking in a bar, which should be allowed because you're already in there hurting your health anyway.
Yeah.
By drinking.
It should. I think it should be up. I just think it's the most reasonable. The most reasonable recourse is it's up to the discretion of the owner of the building. Where
Yeah.
the
Oh, and
person
just
who owns
disclaimer.
that building should be able to determine. I mean, okay, you can smoke in here or you can't smoke in here.
As a disclaimer, by the way, my bias is not towards non-smokers because I am one because I'm a smoker. So just as a disclaimer, I'm technically a smoker, so no bias there.
I don't know, I just disagree with your argument.
I think your rights end where somebody else's begins, and that includes health.
You don't have the right to fucking. You have the right to find another job, though. That's my point.
Yeah, but
If you're that bad about people
And
smoking in a
that's
building, then don't go there.
as long as there's another alternative.
Which ones
Somebody's gonna go, like, move.
which there will be when you have owner's discretion, because especially it's like people who own who own large amounts of properties probably are not going to allow smoking in there, because as once his current tenant and it closes down or moves to another location, they want as many people as possible to want that building to give them more money. Which is why owner's discretion is the fairest way of doing it.
I still disagree.
Yeah, we got way sidetracked there, didn't we?
The big problem is the moment you say somebody else's rights end where yours begin. The problem is there is no such thing. There cannot be any such thing, because once you decide your rights are more important than somebody else's, sooner or later somebody's going to show up and say their rights are more important than yours.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm still waiting
That's
for that to happen.
That's like what I said. That's like what I said. What I said a few minutes ago. The Canadian government has now decided that alcohol is harmful to your health, and therefore outlawed. So if you're a bartender, if you're a waitress at a bar, you are now out of a job. Sorry about your luck. Because it's the government's right to say you will not risk your own health by drinking, so you no longer have a job. Sorry about your luck. That's the problem.
I'm still waiting for that to happen. It's been 20 years, and I still haven't seen that pendulum swing back to do that yet.
Eventually, it will.
Anyway, we
I
can
know,
wait.
but I'm not waiting
But
for the
there's
other
the
shoe
thing.
to drop.
But there's the thing. What you're saying is you're saying you absolutely trust the government, always.
No.
Which you-
No, I
which you
do
should
not 100% trust the government. Not ever. I just don't 0% trust the government.
Then as far as the government goes, the government says alcohol is now illegal. You're fine with it.
I doubt it.
Don't know that.
Just because I trust the government for a good call like smoking policy doesn't mean that I wouldn't be upset about alcohol or I would
The
agree with
moment
it.
you demand,
I agree with
when you
one
dem-
policy doesn't mean I agree with all of them.
fine. Then pick another. Then
blame
pick
Canada.
pick another right. Pick another right and tell me which one the government you have absolutely no problem with the government stepping on because somebody else decided that theirs are more important than yours. Pick one, any one.
I don't really have much of an example.
Oh yeah.
Possibly the conversation we had about doxing.
Did you not look? I was going to say, did you not look at your Twitter? Just
Doxing?
before the stream? Huh? No. No.
Possibly the one about
At this point, if Blair White sets foot into Canada, at this point, they're probably going to arrest her. At this point, for misgendering whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, and I don't agree with that one. I don't agree with the Human Rights Tribunal. I don't think it should exist.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you can also see with
It
that, you
doesn't
can also
matter.
say, well,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because Yanev has decided that his rights supersede yours.
Yeah, I don't think that'll last for very long.
It doesn't matter. It's still there. You disagree
Yeah,
with
but
it,
it
yet
doesn't mean it can't
you
be rolled
disagree
back.
with it.
If
Yes,
you make one
hold on.
mistake, doesn't mean it's a blade on you forever.
You disagree with that. You disagree with that concept of one person's right not being able to supersede another, but you agree with it when it favors you, but you're disagreeing with it when it favors you.
That's not the reason why I don't like the Human Rights Tribunal. I agree with a policy that doesn't subject other people to standard. I don't agree with a policy that will raise somebody up so they're above the law.
Sucker's going and we got way sidetracked there.
Not really. It was an
Okay.
interesting tangent, but I don't believe in either or arguments.
I'm back. What I missed.
Nothing.
You missed a debate. You missed the debate. Anyway, bus driver is suspended after refusing to drive double decker with gay pride colors because it promoted homosexuality. He didn't get yeeted. I think he just got. I think he was just in a dead zone or something. A bus driver who allegedly refused to drive a double decker adorned with gay pride rainbow colors because it promoted homosexuality has been suspended from his job.
Wouldn't have been suspended if he was Muslim.
Disavow.
But it's true.
Yeah, the man described as aged in his 50s was apparently so offended by the vessel that he demanded to swap buses so he could drive one that didn't feature shades of the gay pride rainbow flag. Connect bus passenger Rebecca Sears, 19, said the incident occurred while she was waiting for the bus at Norris bus station last Friday from the 501 Park and Ride service. She explained, "We have to wait a minute." She said, "I'm not driving this bus because it promotes homosexuality." Gay buses are gay, yes they are.
You know, I'm slightly offended now.
Why?
Well, because that statement that says I only agree with things when it suits me or when it works for me. I'm a smoker, so that policy doesn't work for me at all. So that was a false statement.
This has nothing to do with this article. We moved on from that now.
I realize that, but I just had to throw out there. I'm slightly offended at that statement because I don't just agree with policies when it suits me or when it's considerate to me, because I'm a smoker and it actually makes my life suck as much as everybody else's. It's not that I agree with things just because they suit me.
Okay. You know.
I'm not as bad.
And I find you guys offensive for actually being able to leave the house and buy smokes. I keep asking for someone to bring smokes home, and they don't. I think they keep forgetting.
I'm probably good for you anyway.
If the bus says this, though, it's down to him to do what he wants with his boss. Yeah, but I think the bus belongs to the company. So it's up to the company's discretion whether to hire him or not. If they feel like if they want rid of him, then I guess that's up to them.
Why did you just pop up, Sting? What do you want?
He explained that we have to wait a minute. He said, "I'm not read that." I was standing there with two other women. We kind of thought he was joking in a weird way, but we were just standing there thinking, is it really that big of a deal? Norristown celebrated a Pride event on the 27th of July, days before the incident. Rebecca claims the driver was referred to the vessel service number in which featured the colours of the gay pride flag. She says said of this vessel swapping the land. She said of this vessel swapping the man. I thought it was all quite bad and made it 10 minutes late. Maybe that was the reason he got sacked then, because of that. I don't know. Well, the bus driver went to change buses. The team decided to report the incident to the bus station's front desk. I said to them he had gone to swap buses, and that is ridiculous. They're stopping me from getting home for such a ridiculous reason. It's really bad. They had the bus. Gilly Shangela, which runs Connect Bus Service, said the driver involved had been suspended and that an investigation was underway. Rebecca noted that while she was speaking to bus officials, the driver had managed to swap buses and was not letting passengers board. She was concerned that his comments may have offended someone who was gay. Oh, well, that's not really a...
There's someone backstage for you.
What?
Backstage.
Trucker.
No, there isn't.
He just said he's back.
No, he's not.
He just messaged me.
He's not. I can't see him.
Yeah, no, but you like you just. Anyways, our conversation getting interrupted was a total fluke, and he's like, "Are you kidding me?" And I'm just like, "Oh my god, that's hilarious and tragic at the same time." It was just
Oh, it
getting
was
good.
Tom.
Hello, Tom.
Yeah, I was going to say him.
Interestingness says that throw the bus off a rooftop, behead the bus. That bus will go to hell. Oh, you guys are terrible. Yeah, wonderful.
No, that's the bus. We're gonna ride to hell in.
Yeah, my audience used to be fucking a lot of horny women. Now he's just fucking middle-aged degenerates. I feel like when it was dirty women, it was better. I don't know. Just saying. He didn't know if he was gay or the two women I was with. He just said it. He just outright said it. Oh well. Rebecca, a sixth form student, shared a picture of a bus driver along with post on Twitter which read, "Today I'm waiting for the 501 bus to Thorn, and we were told by the driver we have to wait to swap buses. This bus promotes homosexuality and I refuse to drive it due to the multicolored 501 sign. Norris doesn't appreciate homophobia." Yeah, I'm doing that bad, Tom, yourself. I complained to the staff of the station. They said they were already aware of who I was talking about, and so why has nothing been done? And where everyone is entitled to their own views, however, you can't do your job properly because of your bigotry. You may need to rethink your choices.
Thought crime.
Yeah, pretty much. And I can see why he doesn't want to work.
Orwell would be proud.
Yeah, but I also feel like he should find another job. I mean, this is a private company. If it was a private company at the end of the day, then he should find another job.
Yeah.
Trouble is, most fucking bus systems here are usually fucking a monopoly.
Yep.
It's usually only one or two companies that have actually run buses. So
Yeah.
that becomes a bit of a problem. Yeah, please call it a system that allows homophobes and bigots to get away with things like this. It's 2019. People need to grow up.
It's current year. Hey guys, were you aware that it was current year?
Anyone attempting? Not once.
Sometimes I forget what year it is.
What was that?
So sometimes I forget what year it is.
Yep.
According to some people, it's the 1960s, and there's all this racism bullshit going around.
Yeah, well, if it was the 60s, I'd be allowed to smoke anywhere I wanted. Unless black girls were around to complain about
Sorry,
it. I'm saying if it was, Green Thunder said it might be, it's like the 60s. And what I'm saying is if it was the 60s, I'd be allowed to smoke anywhere I wanted unless blind girl was around to complain about it.
Yeah.
It was a joke, by the way. I'll say Mavia says professional victims. Interesting, it says it's 1984. I guess in Wales it probably is, yeah. Surprised you've been on here right now. Have you heard the fancy new video recorder yet? Interesting as I guess they've probably just hit Wales, have they? Yeah, bumming was criminal back in the 60s. Its current year is just a fallacy at this point, yes it is.
It really is.
Connect Bus replied to our tweet saying many thanks for getting in touch about this incident. Our management team has been made aware and it's taken very seriously. We find this attitude and behaviour and level of customer service completely unacceptable. As a company, we do not condone any behaviour from our drivers that does not support this view. I could understand her being annoyed about like being 10 minutes late because the bus driver was fucking about, but I feel like she only made him lose his job because of the fucking whole, because of the fact he didn't like the fact there was a gay pride flag on it.
Yeah.
Like if she didn't care about the fucking gay thing, and it was just fucking the fact he was 10 minutes late, I could see why she'd be annoyed about that. But yeah,
Either way, it's fucking stupid.
everything is stupid and nothing matters.
That's my line. Bastard, I will not tolerate line stealing here.
Hey, I've seen recall there have been incidents you've stole my lines in the chat, so
When?
several times before.
Example.
I can't remember exactly. I don't have a citation, but I'm pretty sure there has been.
Example. Anyone have an example of me stealing one of Scotty's lines? Why would I steal Scotty's lines? Mine are way funnier.
Keep telling yourself that.
I don't need to tell myself that. Everyone tells me that for me.
Hey, no. Monkey on all the other fun and everything is not awesome. There's some things that just fucking suck and are shit.
Everything is awesome.
I have that game somewhere. I haven't played it.
Everything is awesome.
Whoever involved in this incident has been suspended and a full investigation is underway.
A fucking investigation for this?
Yeah, like really. Yeah, Mr. President felt like just let it happen.
Okay,
Yeah,
monkey.
the monkey that came up with that.
Also, apparently, I still like the story of his wife yelling at him for saying that to her.
Yeah, was that on one of his streams, was it?
Like apparently he said it to her, like when he was off stream, and it did not go over well.
I can imagine.
Oh, that'd be great on stream though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it
oh,
only
fuck
works
yeah,
on
it would be.
stream.
Oh, I wish that was on stream. Yeah, Bungle, Zippy, and George want their rainbow back.
Who?
Really? It's an old UK TV show. Peter would know what it is. Peter and Batman would know what we're talking about. What he's talking about.
Yeah, we need you old fucks back on here.
Yeah,
All these references are just going over us young, or just going off over us young whippersnappers' heads.
You wouldn't have heard of it anyway because it's a UK show.
Yeah, but he's saying old. We need old people back, like Peter and Batman, and he kind of forgets that I'm slightly older than Peter is by a few months.
Yeah,
I actually did forget that.
That's why I said, "Hey."
Whoops.
But to be honest, Peter acts way older than he is, doesn't he? Sometimes. Sometimes I feel like when he references stuff, he sounds way older than he does, and then like when he acts stuff, he sounds like fucking way younger than he is. That makes sense.
Yeah, kind of.
Like
I still say Honey Monster looks like Baby Sinclair a little bit.
It's like he acts younger than he is, but then when he talks about stuff, he sounds way older than he should be. Does that make sense? He's both
Sorry,
old
Tucker
and
says,
younger.
color argument to be continued, and I'm like, but I have other arguments lined up for tonight.
So, well, there you go. I just gave you a topic to talk about, though.
No, I already have topics to talk about, and there's no room for this.
Well, you could use it tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
See? That says you haven't looked for a topic tomorrow, doesn't it?
No, I'll still look for topics tomorrow.
Where was I? A spokesperson for Go East Angular added, "We particularly want all customers, whatever background or sexual orientation, to feel comfortable on our services. As a company, we do not condone any behavior that for drivers that does not support this view. Everyone involved in this incident has been suspended with full investigation is underway." Not saying Blind Girl is old, but she remembers the first plane that flew. Do you?
No? I mean, it's not the Wright brothers, but still.
Wait, remember or have seen it in clips?
that was one. That's one state up from me. That's actually not very
Wait,
far
who
from
the
me.
fuck said that anyways? Who was it? What
Interesting.
asshole said that?
Interestingness.
Interestingness.
Interesting, this your dick.
You should remove his wrench on your channel.
No.
Nah.
Oh, okay. I just remember this. So, on Dr.
Apparently, according to
Show,
this
you
thing,
can
this
pay
Black
him
Girl
to
saw it
remove
for real.
someone's wrench.
Apparently, according to Interestingness, he's saying that Blind Girl saw it for real.
I did not see it for real. I was not that well educated in my youth.
Obviously, you will, and obviously, you went around it.
Wait. You did not deny being alive around the Wright brothers.
Yeah.
Well, I deny that too. I'm not that fucking old. You know what? How would you freaking stalker?
A line of profanity from Trucker. Are you backstage again?
Also, why does this? Why did the stream only have fucking 8 likes? We deserve more than that, surely.
Yeah.
Did I hit like on it? Where's my phone? I'm pretty sure I did.
Check to see if Trucker's backstage.
He's
Because
not.
they can't handle such fantastic debate. and so they
He's
do
not.
something.
I've checked. He's not. It's only 8 likes. You people fucking suck. I think we earned more than 8 likes for this. It's only 8 likes. You people fucking suck.
What the fuck?
Yes, I forgot to put a like on it. You better not broke that, jackass.
I wish I was put. The interestingness is prove it, Blind Girl.
Innocent until proven guilty, dude. I don't have to prove nothing. It's you that got to prove something.
Show us your driver's license.
Anyway, I have a chilling time.
I don't have a fucking driver's license. I'm blind.
Hey, show people, show.
Okay, I actually now have something to show. I am. Remember how I used to stream? Well, guess what's happening again? That. Once I type this shit out.
Is today Tuesday?
Yeah, today's Tuesday.
Okay. That means tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, was at 3 GMT,
Yes.
there will be a live stream on the Green Thunder channel.
Yay!
At that link in the description, in the channel, in the fucking chat. That is my channel link. I remember how I used to actually do shit on this site. Well, I'm doing it again, and at some point tomorrow between like noon and 4, I'm gonna stream again. Be there, be there, or be a nerd, or be there or be an absolute fucking loser. If you don't watch my show, you're a loser.
But what if I'm already sleeping?
At 2 and 4, between 2 and 4 in the afternoon, when I assume you're gonna get ready for your son, gonna be there. So.
Oh yeah. So like, why am I arbitrarily a loser? Why would you say that? I'm so sad now.
Yeah, but to be fair, between 2 and 4 in the afternoon, I assume that's when you're gonna be getting ready for your son. So. You're not gonna be
No, I'll
sleeping.
have my son at 3. So like I said, I won't be there, and therefore I'll be a loser. Eminem, you suck so much.
Oh my god, you just have to step on my pitch.
Yeah, like why would you say that? I thought we were friends. Like, you're my friend forever, Eminem. Don't you love
Yeah.
me anymore?
Okay, well,
Over here, 25 minutes.
then, unless your blind girl has an actual excuse, be there or you're a loser. Come
Head
watch
over here
Yeah.
in 5 head over here in 25 minutes.
the best bad show on the internet.
Head over here in
returns,
25
bro,
minutes.
nerds.
And sub to her because she's almost at 200 subs. So yeah.
Get her to 200, you bunch of fucking slackers.
How the hell do I have more subs than she does?
Sexism.
Because people are too wimpy for actual discussions. They just want like hard up rage instead of actual thought.
Hey,
guess.
what's wrong with rage?
All right, I'll
Why-
help
why
you.
are
While
you-
anyway.
Oh, you're Blango, you're supposed to be my friend. Why are you saying that rage is not a good thing? I thought we were
I like-
friends.
Well, wait, you don't rage though. You have intellectual anger. I'm okay with that one.
You saying I'm stupid, then?
No, I'm just saying rage is
She
good,
said-
but
Yeah, no, she
it
said
gets
I have
kinda redundant.
She said I have intellectual rage. I'm gonna put that on
Yeah.
a shirt. I'm gonna put that on a shirt.
And actually, we did have a discussion on the stream, so fuck you. Anyway. I only go miss some fucking blind girls there. Well, blind girls mine, so you don't have luck there. Fucking interesting, this you Welsh cunt. Anyway. go find a sheep to fuck. Anyway, anyway, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll help you well. You're all a bunch of cunts. Goodbye.
Sucks.